Today we're going to be talking about Cape Coral, Florida, and if you have any interest in nesting or investing here, I want to tell you about the 4 different areas: Southeast Cape, Southwest Cape, Northwest Cape, and Northeast Cape. We are broken into 4 different quadrants here in Cape Coral, and I'd like to go over and show you about all 4 of those so you can pick what's suited best for your lifestyle. First off, we're going to start with Southeast Cape Coral. Southeast Cape Coral was the first developed area here in the Cape, so it's got some older homes, and also people are purchasing the older homes and tearing them down and building massive ones. And you have a lot of fresh, saltwater canal properties. So you're gonna have access to the Gulf. You get on your boat in your backyard and you take off to the Gulf. We also have our downtown, Cape Coral, is right there on Cape Coral Parkway, and that's where you're gonna find a lot of family-owned restaurants, small boutiques. They hold a lot of festivities down there. They're starting to do art walks and music walks. We have bike night, which is huge when it's season here in Florida in the winter months. And the art festival comes once a year. We have a farmer's market in Southeast Cape. So there's a lot going on. It's kind of the heart of Cape Coral there on Cape Coral Parkway, which is in downtown Cape Coral in the Southeast quadrant. Some other great things in the Southeast are the Yacht Club. We have Slipaway Food Truck that's new. The Cove apartment and dining complex just went up, and we also have the Bimini Basin, which is still under construction, but will also be living and dining. I have to mention all the great parks we have here in Cape Coral too. In Southeast Cape, you're going to have several options, and my favorite's going to be Four Freedoms. Lots of shaded trees. The park is shaded for the kids, and it's on the water. Nice grassy area, some beach volleyball. So a lot of fun and entertainment going on in Southeast Cape, and you're only minutes from the bridge if you need to commute to Fort Myers for any reason. In Southeast Cape, there won't be assessments. Your house has already had the water utilities come through, and everything's going to be paid, so that's definitely a bonus. Next up, let's talk about Southwest Cape Coral. It is a beautiful area. It was developed after the Southeast, so you'll find some newer construction homes. It has preserves along the area that runs around the Caloosahatchee River on the side there, so you'll have mangroves and beautiful parks and preserved areas. You'll find both freshwater properties and saltwater properties. So if you want your boat in your backyard to get out to the Gulf, you're going to want to be on the saltwater, but you still have freshwater options that have a lot of lakes. In fact, there's several subdivisions in Southwest Cape, including the 8 Lakes, which is very popular. There's also Sandoval, Palmetto Pines, Trafalgar Woods, Emerald Cove. So a lot of options if you want to be in a gated community or a subdivision. Several marinas in that area also. We have Tarpon Point Marina and Cape Harbor. Both are beautiful. They have dining and shopping in the area. Definitely a must-see that you'd want to check out if that interests you. That about wraps it up for Southwest Cape Coral. Next, we have Northeast Cape. A lot of growth going on in this area. It's very exciting. We're getting all the chain restaurants and all the big box stores are coming to Pine Island Road up there. Several car dealerships on the road, on Pine Island Road out in Northeast Cape, but there's also still room for growth. So if you're looking for acreage, got that farm life feel, you might be looking in Northeast Cape. One thing that will come up is that city utilities are not there, so assessments will be in your near future. However, the home prices might be a tad bit lower than Southeast or Southwest. Some of the more established communities out in Northeast Cape are Bella Vita, Isle Porta Vista, and Coral Lakes. So Northeast Cape is an exciting, happening place to be with all the growth coming through. Last but not least, we're going to talk about Northwest Cape. There's been a lot of growth in Northwest Cape the last several years. There's a lot of great new construction out there. Still have land available if you're looking to build out in Northwest Cape. Assessments have not come through for most places in Northwest Cape, so you have that city water coming through that will eventually be a bill, so you may find the property prices are a little bit cheaper than buying in Southwest or Southeast. Out in Northwest Cape, there is Burnt Store Marina, so you have access to saltwater properties and freshwater properties there. And also there's Coral Oaks Golf Course, and some more of the established communities is Cape Royale, which is a really beautiful community. It's right across from a new grocery store, Farmer Joe's, which is a nice addition to the community. If you're interested in moving to Cape Coral, I would love to discuss that with you. I'm Kelsey Crandall, and I'm a real estate agent here in Cape Coral, Florida. And feel free to reach out. My number's here on the screen, and we can discuss your lifestyle and what quadrant would fit you best.